Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. We got some fun stuff that I wanted to jump into because right now I've been getting this comment like constantly and this question constantly. A lot of people keep saying like, GoGo, what does this month have? What do you think is going to release? What do you think is up next? Do I pull on this? Do I go to this because this is next? Again, today's video strictly talking about potentially what is next year. I can't confirm for you because that's how this month goes. That's why every year these questions always come up because why? It's that time of year where everything is different, right? You have that point in March, you have that point in September, where every year they choose to do something different here, and it's always random. No one can ever predict it because, again, it's random. Today, we're going to try our best to talk about what's potentially releasing and prepare you mentally for whatever you think will release. Let's get into it. Like and subscribe here. Helps out a ton. Let's go. First, let's start in an easy way. I went to the forum, I pulled up all the updates for the last 3 years, so you're aware of where they go with things. The last 3 years of updates brought you what? Here you go. The 3 years ago update gave you Yorm, because again, at this time, they were actually doing 600 banners that were streamed, and on top of that, they were doing they were doing Demonic Beast characters, because again, we got Demonic Beast content every year at this point. This time, we kind of stopped Demonic Beast content. We haven't seen a Demonic Beast other than like the 4th floor bird. We saw Radisker a while ago. We don't even know if there's anything beyond Radisker. Right now, with how the relics released, we don't want anything beyond Radisker. You know, it's just, that's what it is. So back then was Yorm, 600 banners, that's what they did. That was 3 years ago. Pretty simple. They then did 2 years ago this. Yeah, seems familiar. Again, if you see the dates here, it was it was again like that. Back then, remember what happened was we had the 2-week delay every time between updates, and then you know that's why the dates look a little bit weird here because this released on like the 12th, right? Because 2 weeks was a delay, and then we started to cut down the delay, and then now we don't have a delay, right? So that's what happened back then. If you're curious about why the dates are weird, but yes, that was again. Roxy was 2 years ago. This was technically like the worst performing update in Grand Cross history. I covered this originally again. What happened here, I don't know. Roxy is a really good unit. I don't know why this update didn't do good. It was just like such a stigma around OC at that time that this update performed horribly. It was, all right? And whether this was the reason they stopped doing these sort of updates and slowed them down, I can't confirm. But what I can tell you is because of the hatred and the stigma around OC characters, they slowed down releasing the storyline. I know that being the case there, because again, they made like no money in this update. They literally made no money in this update. It's insanely bad. When I originally covered it was like 3 million, and for GC, it's kind of bad. All right, like a dead update usually does them like 3.5, 4. So I think this was 2.8 actually, 2.8, but I rounded it up. But again, you know, that's what happened. So that was there, okay? This was 2 years ago. And then 1 year ago, I'm guessing because of how bad the previous year performed, they chose to do a festival last year. This was the first ever year in Grand Cross history where we had a January collaboration and multiple festivals. Every month was either a festival or a collaboration, which players got very mad at. After that, they did issue an apology. They did it around September time. And in that apology, I can pull it up for you if I find it, but in that apology, they kind of said like they won't stop doing the festivals. That's why I'm still open to this month having a festival, because they never said they're going to stop doing it. They did say they're going to slow down on it. What I will say for the most part is, if they compensate, and I say this constantly, if they compensate for the update, nobody's complaining. Just compensate for it. Nobody complained as much with Gother than they did with Somnok and the next one, because Gother was compensated for, all right? Most people complained at the start, but then by the end of the update, after seeing their gem count, most players skipped Gother, by the way. They had so many gems, because remember, if you skip one festival, you got a full collaboration banner paid off by the time of that point because of how many gems they gave you this update. They gave you like 400 to 500 gems. It was insane how many gems this update gave. It was just like the part 2 also was stacked too. It was insane, but I think this was the dev notes they released over here. Apocalypse, the beginning, update, improvement, additional bulk. Maybe it was before this. Yeah, over here. However, as mentioned in the previous dev notes, we have taken into consideration our Knight's fatigue from continuous festivals. Through this, we decided to change the festival update to the festival in the beginning. In this update, it's a 600, it's an SSR hero for 600 points, right? So it was basically, they're still going to give you the festival level content and everything, but they're removing the fact that it is a festival. So remember, if you want a 600 banner, enjoy with the 600 banner. But look at what you lose. You still lose the 300 diamond events. You know what I mean, right? Like, I get it. 600 banner, you don't have to summon, great. Because it's a festival, people just decide to summon. you get nothing in a 600 update. You have to remember, back then it was a different time for Grand Cross. 600 updates give you jack, like, dog crap, dog. They give you nothing. They give you nothing of value. Back then we used to go like updates where I stopped making gem guides back then for 600 banners because they were bad. You don't get any gems, anything, bro. Compared to a festival, those 600 banners or 600 updates were horrible. That's why I still think that doing a festival was better, okay? Because of the login events and everything associated, you get so much, comparatively speaking, right? But again, they did say it over here that because of the fatigue, we're removing this update. Did they mean it for every update moving forward? I can't confirm, but this month can have a festival if they want to. This month can have a standard banner if they want to. That's the first point, okay? I don't think... Yeah, over here, they say reviewing the festival update cycle. Our team cherishes the opinions given by the Knights over here, seasonal events the first half of the year. In the first half update, we intended to make changes to give richer rewards in the form of seasonal festivals for the distribution of various rewards or growth materials. However, it was confirmed that Knights had more difficulties than expected in the process. Although growth materials and diamonds were distributed through the festivals in the first half of the year, we think the burden of the frequent release of festival heroes has become more problematic. Based on these opinions, we are discussing the direction of the current and future festival cycle once again, and we will do our best to get or promote better changes. So again, I don't know. So will we see a festival? I can't guarantee. What will you see though? Most likely, these are all the options. You decide what you think is true. First option, it is some sort of Ragnarok update. We're due for our Ragnarok update, and if they wanted to, it's a 600 banner. It's 600 Odin. Boom, there you go. 600 Loki, 600 Heimdall, something like that. It's going to be, most likely, in my opinion, OC because of the fact that you have not done OC in a very long time. And on top of that, they have to get an OC update out there. Whether it be Ragnarok or Catastrophes, I can't guarantee. But in my opinion, it's one of those two things. Now, if it's standard, it's 600 600. Let's say a 600 banner for either the OC update like they did 2 years ago, which again, their worst performing update ever. So will they. And then 600 banner for Ragnarok. They also said that they want to make Ragnarok festivals. Clearly. They don't want to make Ragnarok units that are not festivals, so will they do Ragnarok in this case if they can't make it a festival? I'm also, again, curious how that goes. The other option is a 4 Koa update, which we just got. I don't think they're going to do one, but again, you could maybe get a 4 Koa update, maybe some sort of 600 4 Koa unit. In my opinion, that's like the least... That makes the least sense because you just got a 4 Koa update literally before this, which is, again, your newest character. So, I doubt that that's the case. It leaves me to just believe that it's going to be a 600 banner for either, again, Ragnarok or OC, or, again, it goes towards the thing of 900 banner for Ragnarok or Catastrophe. If they compensate for it, I don't think it's an issue. I think, again, it was a blown-up thing last year because Sobnok's update didn't give enough. It wasn't enough. Last year during Sobnok, it went downhill because they stopped giving gems. It was like, oh, we got you the first time. Now we don't need to give you it. Sobnok's update was horrific. Gem-wise, it was horrific. So that's the entire take there. But OC is my opinion. That's what I think they're going to do there. It could be a festival. It could be a non-festival. Collaboration doesn't make any sense here because, again, there is probably a collaboration next month. Plus, you know, I don't think they're going to do a back-to-back collab. So I doubt it's a collab this month or anything. I think it's a collab next month. This month will probably be something OC-related. And, you know, I still think festival-related, but I can't confirm. I don't know if they're going to do that, so do what you will with this information. I doubt it's 4 Koa, though. I really do. We just had 4 Koa, and we just had, like, I'm pretty sure we just got a main story update, too. I'm pretty sure that our main update had that. Did it not? Let's find out right now. I'm very curious here, because I'm pretty sure we had a main story, right? And if we did, yeah, we did. We just have a main story. So we're definitely not getting a storyline, right? So, yeah. Do what you will with that information. I think it's an OC Catastrophe. Or in Ragnarok OC, so yeah, still think it's a festival though, but we'll see. Yeah.